YouTube. All right, welcome back to No BS Just News with Steve. As always, I'm your host. Thanks for tuning in to the best YouTube around. Playing. Hey, listen, got some updates on the second and third stimulus check. I think there's going to be some shock when I tell you what I'm about to tell you about the second stimulus check. So listen up. It says stimulus payments being cut for some with government debts. What the hell? Congress allowed reductions for people behind on taxes, student loan payments, and other obligations. So I don't know if that's the reason why Congress is reissuing checks, or the government, or if when you go to claim the recovery rebate credit, it's not triggering a payment. It's just reducing the amount of federal tax you owe. If you do owe, if you don't owe, then it obviously increases your refund. But however, stand by on that because they are reissuing checks. So I'm going to read this to you. So don't go jumping out of your shoes yet. It says millions of people who owe taxes and other money to the government are seeing their economic stimulus payments cut or wiped out to cover the debts because Congress peeled back a protection that had been in place for months. So the first stimulus check could only be garnished via child support. Anything else, it was federally protected. The cuts may be particularly hitting those most in need of the relief money because of the coronavirus pandemic, including veterans, Social Security recipients and students. It says the problem has arisen because the IRS is redirecting stimulus payments for some people to settle unpaid federal, state taxes, Social Security, and veteran affairs debts, student loan debt, and child support obligations, according to the Taxpayer Advocate Service, an in-house IRS watchdog. Previously, Congress had shielded previous payments from being rerouted for those types of things, except for unpaid child support, but moved the goalposts at the end of December when it approved another round of stimulus payments of up to $600 per person. So it's funny how they're just now releasing that information, but they did that in December. And it says right on the website, irs.gov, if you owe federal taxes, will my check be taken? And it says no. That's it. N-O. Unbelievable. Unless they've updated it. If they have, maybe make sure you drop a comment. I haven't seen. So I don't know. It says, basically it says millions of others who didn't get direct payments need to file tax returns this year and claim a recovery rebate credit. Or to receive the stimulus money, you need to reclaim the recovery rebate credit. Some 8 million households are in that boat, according to recent Treasury estimate, and good share of them might not get the credits because Congress directed the IRS to instead steer the money to cover various debts, says National Taxpayer Advocate Erin Collins. So basically what they're doing, instead of triggering, if you don't get the money, the second stimulus money, instead of triggering a rebate credit check, it's just taking the amount you owe on federal taxes and reducing it. Is that good? Probably in the long run, but not in the short term because people need that money. That's plain and simple. However, the IRS, given the pandemic, they can use their discretion to issue RRCs, so the rebate credits, without offset against federal tax debts, said a spokesman with the IRS. So they can use their discretion, and I know they're looking into that. However, I don't know if they're going to use that. I don't know. A lot of you guys have been watching me. We've been talking back and forth. And we've seen that, the deposit was January 4th. It went to a closed account. And now all of a sudden it says reissued to your mailing address, either February 2nd. Some say February 3rd. Some say February 5th. I haven't heard any other dates. I don't know if you are in the boat that you owe federal taxes, veterans affairs debts, student loan debt, unpaid child support. I don't know if they're taking that money. It's not clear here. It seems like they're saying when you go to claim the recovery rebate credit, they've elected not to give you that credit via check. They just take it off if you owe federal taxes. So I know I've talked to one person that did get the check on Saturday, and his Get My Payment system said it was going to be mailed out the 2nd. However, he can't cash it till the 2nd. So drop a comment down below if you've received your payment that went to a closed account. You've already got it in the mail, and it may have said, it's going to be mailed out February 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th. You received it. However, it's post-dated for the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th. You can't cash it yet. Let me know if that's the case. And if you owe federal taxes or any other tax debt that I just covered and you still received your payment, let me know too. That way I can update that information. Kind of a bummer, but leave it to the government, right? Anyway, in other news, third stimulus information, the Republicans are, they're proposing a third of the stimulus bill, $600 billion stimulus to Biden. He's not going to bite for that. He is going to pass that $1.9 trillion bill or something similar. He's giving the Republicans this week to get on board or to get off. $600 billion is not going to cut it, nor is the $1.9 trillion. Biden said that his main concern is this isn't enough. We need to issue more payments. However, I don't know if that's going to happen. But I do know that they said whether or not the Republicans get on board or not, we are going to pass another stimulus package. But quit with the talking, right? Get it done already. Get it passed. People need that money. The more you dick around, the longer people wait. Get it passed. Get it voted in the House, the Senate. Boom, the president signs off on it. And that's it. I know they want bipartisan support. But obviously with the Republicans showing a $600 billion bill, a third of the $1.9 trillion bill, slap me in the face because it ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you for tuning in. Those of you that think the Goon Squad has vanished, absolutely not. We are still the Goon Squad here. I just cover no BS, just news. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you tuning in. Please drop a comment below. Like I said, if you're just joining, if you owe any type of taxes or student loans or veteran affairs debts, you're going to have to go back to the beginning of my video. The IRS is cutting checks basically to take that money if that's what I'm reading right. So you can go to political.com and find that information. Kind of what I think it means is they're just not going to, it's not going to trigger a rebate check if you owe back taxes, but it's not clear here, but they are sneaky. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll wait. Thank you. Hit the like bell, hit the notification bell so you get tuned in when I drop more content. And I appreciate y'all. Continue to stick around because I'll bring more news as it evolves. Hopefully, this third stimulus check will go out soon. It'll get approved, go out. There's a lot of other good things in the bill. And, the Get My Payment system will allow you to update your information. Now, if you owe debt and they're not going to stop that for the third payment, it looks like it may be taken. But I don't know. That was just released 1/29/2021. So as of Friday, they're talking about payments cut or wiped out to cover debts with the second stimulus check. And we've all seen the IRS said originally we are not going to reissue payments if it went to a closed account unless you're with the tax service. And then boom, all of a sudden, everybody's Get My Payment system is basically updated to either February 2nd, we mailed it to your address. February 3rd, we mailed it to your address. February 5th, we mailed it to your address. Are we really going to see that money? If you have, I know one person has, if you have, drop a comment and say, hey, I did get my payment, but I can't cash it until February 2nd or whatever. But thanks again, y'all, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.